Hi folks, this is Sean McCormick. I'm not going to do an on-screen intro for this. I'm just in the house and I'm importing some files that I shot earlier. I went out for a little walk while my son was at Scouts and I was just shooting along the river in Galway. It's really nice at this time of the year. I'm shooting this with a Fuji X-T2 using the Velvia simulation mode. But we're not in that Velvia mode here at the moment, so I'm going to do a little edit on this and I'm going to walk you through how I would normally edit something like this. So I'm going to go to camera calibration first and go to the profile section. I'm going to change it from Adobe Standard to Fuji Velvia Vivid. Boom. So you can see that's made a huge difference here. So it adds a lot of saturation and contrast. Probably too much contrast, so for that reason I'm going to go to the basic panel and do my next thing that I do in most landscape type images, which I'll pull down the highlights and I will open up the shadows. Now we can see here, if we hover over the clipping triangle, we can see that that's too dark down there. So what I might do is I might even open up some of the blacks a little bit. Now it's okay to have some deep shadows when you're in a sunlight image because there will naturally be dark areas, but I'm going to open up the shadows just a little bit more. And I'm going to boost the exposure. Another thing I like to do on these images is I like to add a little bit of dehaze. Now if you have haze, it's great for getting rid of it. In fact, if you go use it in the other direction, you can even create a kind of a hazy effect if you want it. So now I've made it look like it's now foggy. But in this case, I'm going to bring this across and make it a bit darker. And usually that darkens it a little bit too much and usually have to push the exposure a slight bit more as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is these buildings in the shot are not particularly straight, so I'm going to go to transform and click auto. So that's gotten all of these lines straightened up, so I think it looks a little bit neater myself. And I'm going to go to spot removal next here. I've got this little branch sticking out here, so I'm just going to do that and let it automatically select somewhere else. That looks pretty good. The trick with the spot removal is to look away and look back, and if it looks like it should be there, then it looks fine. So that's just a very basic look at a quick edit. If I press the backslash key, we can see there's a huge difference between the images here. So that is a far more presentable version of the shot, in my opinion. If I was going to do anything else with it, I might think of a crop and just have a look and see what a different crop looks like. If I was cropping for Instagram, I would have to think of something else, so I would actually probably bring it across here because I like the tree in the shot, and I've got this kind of leading line leading up towards the Mercy Convent in the background. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, subscribe please if you haven't already subscribed. Give me a thumbs up if you want, or hit the notification bell if you want to get notified of new videos coming up online. Thanks for watching.